Will went down. What can you tell us about the injury there and how it sort of impacted your whole group there?
Well, so Will had to get carted off. I don't know the extent of the injury yet. I'll have to check in with the medical guys, but certainly it's never good when you see a player carted off. How that affects a group, Will is well liked within the group. They all, hope that it's nothing serious, and we'll find out. We'll give you guys and the players the information as soon as we have it.
If the extent of the injury is severe, would you be looking into maybe a Tacoma Defiance signing to help out?
Yeah, we'll talk about that once we know the extent of Will's injury. Then we'll discuss Plan B.
What was your initial read? Did it seem serious? I mean, are you hopeful that maybe it's just a scare?
Yeah, Will's a tough kid. I mean, it was a fair play, and the play, we have it up on film. The doctors will look at it. I mean, I was a little bit further away, but you could tell it was serious just because the trainers were taking no chances. And we'll see what the diagnosis is.
Brian, injuries are an unfortunate part of professional sports.
Yeah.
And so there's always that, sympathy, empathy for the player that's injured, and then his teammates also have to rally around it and kind of not move on quickly, but remember why they're here. How important is that for a veteran team to...
Well, I'm trying to think of who would be we can use Roman a couple years ago as a good example. So the team kind of rallied around Roman. They saw the injury happen. I think it was in San Jose, if I remember right. He went up for a header, landed awkward. They rallied around that. They saw Roman working hard in the weight room, off the field, and when he came back, it was almost like, kind of, okay, yeah, we got him back, and it was a significant bump when Roman was able to come back from that injury. So sometimes you can rally the troops and say, hey, look, stuff happens, life happens, and we got to move on, and let's do this for what?
Coach, the Vancouver game marks the halfway point of the season. What are your thoughts on the first half of the 2019 season?
Joseph always has these in-depth questions I got to answer. Well, so far, mixed results. We started off great. Today, when we were doing our little 11v11 game, I stressed to the team, do you remember the first 5 games of the year? Do you remember how we started off on the front foot and we were able to get on top of teams early? And that's what we're going to try and emulate when we start the second season off against Vancouver. We want to be on the front foot. It's a home game. We want to try and press higher up the field, be creative in our attacking movements. So I think early on we were very, very good. And now that we haven't got a couple of results, there's no panic in the team and the staff. It's part of MLS. It's a long grind. You take a couple injuries, your team shifts a little bit. There's different parts. Obviously, the international competitions has made things challenging, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Got a prediction for tonight?
You mean if Christian's starting or not, or Jordan's starting or not, or prediction on the game?
Either way.
Yeah, I'm going to go give Berhalter a call right now. See if I can. Well, they should win, but you never know. You never know. So I just hope for a good performance, and I hope that some Seattle Sounders see the field tonight, and that'd be a good day for me.
Have you been able to just maybe go back and look at the Open Cup game and maybe what went right, what went wrong?
Yeah, I thought a lot of things went right in that game. Like I said after the game, I think a lot of the soccer that we played was actually pretty good, and the tape verified that. There were some good attacking movements, some creative play. The couple of young guys that came on made things challenging for the Portland defenders. I think overall, Portland was measured in the sense that when they went up a goal, they we got this, but we didn't stop, we didn't quit, we scored a goal. And then they went up again and they kind of said, okay, we got this, but then we earned a penalty and we got ourselves back in the match. And, I think that's just credit to, again, the mentality of this group.
Sometimes the reaction to a loss like that is the what if factor. When it comes to Stephen Fry and Smith, do you think that those two players would have made any difference if they had to start it?
Maybe. But you guys don't know all the backstory of why we held Brad out or, why we held Steph out. There's reasons for that. And it's choices that we make as coaches. And I think Brian had a couple of tremendous saves to keep us in the game. I don't think I could fault him on any of the goals. And knew who is a starter on any other team in MLS. So I don't know what the question means really.
Oh, well, were any of those like factors? Why those weren't in accumulation of minutes and exhaustion, anything like that?
No, well, Brad get flown back from the friendly game, and we don't want to put guys at risk. And Steph and this club and Brian and years past, we've always had the second goalkeeper start some of these early Open Cup games, even when we won 4. And again, like I said, Brian did a tremendous job in there, I thought, and kept us in the game.